This is breaking news.
Welcome to Illustrate Radio.
Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
The one and only, the original.
Illustrate Radio now.
I was born by the river. I was shaking that ass, bending over, popping pistol. I was making that cat. Bring that ass here, boy. Turn it up. Fuck you, man.
What's up, you guys? Once again, it's on. It is Illustrate Radio right here, powered by WEMS Radio. I am your host, T. Gray. And of course, you already know I'm joined by the Lucky Lay. What's up? What's up?
What's up, beautiful? How you doing? Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday. And DJ Stiletto is in the building. What's going on, girl?
What's going on?
She didn't let her head down for us, people.
Yeah, she let her head down. She got the boobs up. I was like, yeah. Look, I said, yes, Perkies.
Leah right now.
Yes, Perkies.
So before we get this show started, you guys, and I promise you, we have a dynamic show for you all tonight. So excited. The second half in our hot take, we have Baltimore rapper Tess will be in the building with us. Super excited for that. Of course, you know, we're going to get into that spit that ish. Lucky's going to have her just my luck. I'm going to do my thing in just a minute. But before we do all that, you guys, we got to take care of this church business. Go ahead and start passing this collection plate. Y'all just drop your little gems and dimes in there as you see fit. Make sure that you, before you do anything else, follow us, you guys, at Illustrate_radio on Instagram. Make sure you hop on our YouTube. Click that like. Go ahead and subscribe to a channel or two, you guys. If you miss us here, you can also get on your Roku. Get on that 7 on demand. Download that, you guys. Catch us there every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We on iHeartRadio. We on Spotify. We on everything that streams across this great land. You can't miss us. Find us. So we're going to go ahead and get this show started for you all. We're going to hop into my love hand.
Boom.
So today's love and is love and find yourself. And I'm going to tell y'all, I just made that shit up as I'm talking. As I am talking, I don't even know how the title correlates to what I got to say. Probably doesn't.
It's okay.
Maybe just a little bit. I've come to find out about myself that my blessing is also my curse. And I know that in general, we probably shouldn't even speak of our blessings in that way, but I have recently been awakening to why or how my blessing or what my blessing is and how I should live it and how I should operate in it. And it should be used for good. But then I've also realized where in that same vein, it has been my curse, because after I effectively follow through with the blessing, I don't know when it's time for me to part after the blessing has been given. I don't know. And I guess I need to pray on it and kind of begin to recognize when it's time to, when my part is finished. Maybe it should have been love and understanding your assignment. That's a better answer. Because, understanding my assignment would be the most useful piece in me seeing how and when to finish with my blessing so that it doesn't begin to turn into a curse. Sometimes in doing things for people, with people, or working through what your purpose is, working through whatever it is God gave you, you can't sit in that moment. That moment isn't for you. That moment isn't for you to bask in. That moment isn't for you to have any gratification, anything. That moment isn't for you. You have to know when to separate yourself from that. Even if this is what the Lord put in you, this is what you're supposed to do. You got to know when to separate yourself from it, because then that's when it then becomes a curse. That's when you work past your assignment or you work past what your purpose was, that's when it's now to your detriment. So I would only suggest, because I got to take this advice myself, no matter what the Lord put in you to put out into the world, understand that it's not always meant to be for forever. You have to understand what your assignment is and what the gift that you have, and understand that if you've ever have been in a position to say that something is a blessing and a curse, or if you've ever had that self-reflection to realize that, hey, although this is a blessing to somebody, it's also a curse to the same person at the same time. You need to understand that when you have to know when to go from what your assignment is. You have to know when to separate yourself from that blessing to not allow it to turn into a curse. I know I went a little bit everywhere with that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, but I hope you all kind of pick through and read between the lines or get the shit that I'm trying to say is you got to know when your season is done in any situation, even if you make the situation better, even if you elevate it, even if you take something that's here and you get it up to here. If you've gotten it up to there, that's probably the time that you're supposed to get up and go. That's the time that you're
And
supposed to
work, yep, and move on to
be done
something
with it.
else.
Yeah, because after that point, now it's a curse. Now it's a problem. Now it's a know when to separate yourself so that you don't ever toe that line. Casey,
Facts.
wrap that up.
Hey.
Wrap that up. I promise
No, I'm
y'all
with
next week
it.
I'll write this shit down. It'll be a well thought out plan. I promise you it will.
But sometimes, sometimes your thoughts and your feelings and things just kind of come to you, and then like the universe just tells you to speak about that, and then that's what you choose. I'm famous for doing that, like just free offhand. But today for my luck, I kind of got it together, so we gonna see. So the stars aligned kind of perfectly today, and I was sent a message along with. I was going to talk about this kind of anyway because everyone. I am very much into peace finding within you and everything else. But now I kind of have a different way of looking at happiness as well because peace is also within you, but peace and happiness is also experiencing life. The message went on to say that you're going to realize one day that it wasn't happiness never relied on your job or people, relationships, or the degree you have, or any of your accomplishments. One day you're going to see that happiness was always about the discovery. Always about that. Being able to feel, following, and listening to your heart, wherever it chooses to take you or to go. Happiness was always about being kinder to yourself. It was always about embracing and becoming who you are and who you always were, or who you're always about to be. Anyway, that is beautiful because again, we have to learn how to look at things with perspective and take things as glass half full. And even in heartache, even in pain, even in stressing, even on your worst day, you have to kind of just, you know what, I'm glad that I'm able to feel this. And now let me figure out a way to work through this and take the good and the bad because that's what makes everything good. And I'm famous for kind of repeating the same messages as well. But that kind of spoke to me because yeah, going through the motions, but I am at a place where I found solace and I was just like, you know what? I got to experience something and I just can't wait to see what's in store next. So I guess we kind of piggybacked off each other a little bit too, T. And that's it for my luck, kind of short and
Indeed.
sweet.
Indeed. How I get this even fast. So I was running, trying to
I
check on
wasn't
our guest.
ready.
I wasn't ready, not at all. But it's okay, y'all. We're gonna keep this thing pushing, we're gonna keep it moving. So it's that time for Spit That Is. So much is going on, you guys, in the entertainment world. And if you are a BMF fan, I don't know, y'all might have to put your brakes on. I don't know what next season gonna look like. Because Lil Meech, you guys, is in jail and he is now facing 60 years in prison. They say the boy is starting like a daddy. Lil Meech, you guys, a 22-year-old actor and rapper who's famed for portraying his dad. His father, of course, you guys know from the Black Mafia family, and 50 Cent's adaptation of that entire organization. Let me tell y'all what he did.
They
So
said he got released though. He already bonded out.
he already bonded out. Oh,
They
I
said
story
it
of.
was off of a watch that he put, and I guess he put it on a card and already paid the down payment, but he didn't pay the rest of the money for it. So they ended up reporting it stolen. Like he stole the watch or something.
Hold on, name. For the
Reporting
board.
it stolen.
For what?
I mean, if he owed the money, he could probably just pay the money. I mean, but to lock him up, like,
Okay, so they just did the most. So this is probably about to be thrown out. And he's
So
only facing
Florida
60
does
years,
do
I'm
the
assuming,
most.
because it's the maximum sentence. So
yeah. And then they said that they
thank
said that
you.
he paid it, he paid the bond, and he out now already. But yeah, that's what it's for. I mean, I've read on, that's my little boo. You can call
But
me.
so let me tell you where the confusion comes for me. One, I'm not a criminal, so if y'all are criminals and y'all watching, maybe y'all could tap in the comments and help somebody who's not a criminal understand. But if it is like what Stiletto said, he had got the watch, put the down payment, whatever. They have him down for organized
All types of
fraud.
shit. Yeah, I did see
Like,
that.
I feel like when you use the word organized, like I feel like it's a group. Like I feel like they sat down, they came up with a plan.
They came with a plan. We're going to
And
go
you
into
know
this
what I
particular
mean?
store. We're
Like
going to steal this particular,
who
like,
are you defrauding if I made the down payment? I don't know. But this is ranked as a level 3. I don't know what that means under the Florida
I think because
punishment
it's a
code.
paddock and the watch it costs so much. Like he put like
Mm.
$8,000 on like a $250,000 watch, basically. So he owed however much more money. But instead of just getting the money or just paying the money, they did all of this, and it's like,
Oh, just
well,
because
at the
of
same
who.
time, so if you ain't got it, if you can't buy it 3 times, and I'm gonna keep saying this to people, even to myself, because I be doing shit and I be regretting it. But if you can't buy something 3 times, okay, you cannot afford it.
once.
Like you can't afford it 1 time. If you can't buy it 3 times, you can't afford it 1 time. So
I agree.
what we like to do is stunt for what? Baby, you don't even have to do that. You already grew up in a lifestyle of glips and glams just based off of the history of your dad and the support, even though he got locked up, but also the support that he's received from the outside world to still be able to take care and also put you in a position to make money for yourself. Your father set it up so sweet, right? So why even try to do a flagrant play like that
You so
and or
mad.
flagrant purchase like that, knowing damn well that's not even a tenth, that's not a 20th% the watch costs.
Yeah.
And like
Mm.
buy your mama a house and pay that shit all the way off, taxes, buy the land. Like we got to get smarter about our shit. Like aren't we, do we not listen to do this their generation, so y'all not listening to Nipsey? Y'all not like the fuck by the block. What are y'all doing?
It's went over their head. It's way over their head.
I'm sorry, I just had a little rant. My bad.
No, you get it out. Get it
Because
out.
I'm just mad that baby boy, like, why we playing like that?
Yeah, like why? You have the coin, so why you playing? Like,
But you know what though? It has been other people in entertainment who have done some similar things. And I mean people who had the money and still. So do you think that's a generational thing? Do you think that's a lack of learning and just not knowing how to handle money? Or do you think it's just I gotta be flashy?
he could have done it for a party. Like, no, I need this for a party. Let me put whatever down. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And then just left it how it is because he knew that that particular party he needed to have that paddock. He had to look like this and that and the other. I mean, I feel like the younger generation sometimes they lose focus, but I mean, I think we all been in that state. I've been in that.
we have for sure. I submitted it for sure.
So
So, but again, because you're literally depicting the movie step by step, maybe not all the way verbatim of your father's movements, and you look at his brother, I mean your uncle, and then you look at him, like you see that maybe this dynamic is not going to work. So hence why he sets you on a different path, because whole time he realizes where it can take you, either
yeah.
in there or out here in the ground. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, we have to also take accountability and learn our lessons, right? because each generation we learn more, we get better. It's not like I don't feel as though our generations are being recessive, but we're getting better and things are increasing. So we need to be learning these lessons. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure 50 probably like, bruh, for real? I could have gave you one of mine.
Listen, Nat Petty Boots. 50 make way too much money to be as petty as he be sometimes. But I digress because we're not talking about him today. So I don't know how to say the baby's name, y'all. Please forgive me. I don't know if it's Zaya or Zaya. Which one is it, y'all? Is it Zaya Wade? Dwayne Wade?
Yeah,
Transgender? Is Zaya
yeah,
or Zaya? I'm
yeah.
sorry for messing up your name,
Yeah.
baby. So they say that she says that Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union allowed her to choose her gender when she was 3 years old. So you all know that recently, of course, she was seen kissing the boyfriend, and the boyfriend is a transgender male. So
Is
born a
it? What?
female.
Yeah, he a
White
Yeah,
transgender
white
male.
boy?
She wants
yeah.
to be a boy.
So the discussion here is them being okay and having a fair understanding that when she was 3, she wanted to be a girl. Of course, this has been in the news for the past 2 years. Once they said, hey, our child is transgender. And so initially, a lot of people were upset because she's so young. And then, things have kind of resurfaced when we see the pictures of her and the boyfriend kissing, the boyfriend being 14 and Zaya being 12. There's so many layers here. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. So I'm gonna tread lightly, but I'm gonna be honest. I think it's the world already is over sexualized, and that's coming from the person who talks about sex. But I think in reference to children and how we present and what we show and what we say is acceptable and it is okay, I think it's already hypersexualized. I think it was a bit much to show preteens, 12 years old, normally that was that like sixth grade around here. I think that was a bit much to show
Way too
12-year-old, 14-year-old kissing. I think that was too much. Whether you were straight, gay, trans, whatever, I think that's too much. I don't want my child to be privy to that until I deem that there's an age that it's safe to see that. If you're not doing that on Disney Channel, don't. That's
They
my
are doing
personal.
it on Disney Channel,
Oh shit, she ain't watching that no more. So then here's the other piece.
unfortunately.
And then I'm gonna leave it alone after that because y'all know I don't have no sense sometimes. If that's a transgender boy, and so she really a girl, he a transgender girl, and so he really a boy.
No,
Ain't y'all just in a heterosexual situation?
Yep. That's
Like y'all just boyfriend
I'm
and
so glad you
girlfriend.
said that.
Like, why is there such, oh my god, like y'all are really just heterosexuals? Like,
and that's what I said
yeah.
too.
I don't want to do
The
it.
first
I
time we
don't.
broke the story.
Like I think people be missing that part.
I don't want to chime in on this one.
No,
I'm just.
yeah, I agree with everything that you said. I'm just gonna move right on along because
Yeah.
yeah, because I don't the way I was feeling.
And
I'm just
I
gonna
don't
say
think there's
this one
anything wrong
thing.
with a child,
I think
Mhm.
exposure
Mhm.
to certain things have a lot to do with how children perceive themselves. At 3 years
Mhm.
old, no
Mhm.
one nearly knows what
What
they
the
want
hell
to
they
eat,
are and what they want to do.
much less, you know, to choose what you want to
Mhm.
be. And to
Right.
even know, to wrap your head around knowing the difference. And
Mhm.
granted, both of my children were very advanced at early ages when it came to knowing their body parts and knowing different things about themselves and all of those things. However, I am not exposing my child to it's levels. And at 3,
It's too much.
there's no level.
It's
There's
too
no
much.
level. That's all mommy and daddy. That's all influence and exposure. But I cannot accept that from someone who also, because I think Union wrote like I don't know if it was like a sex book, or she had her experience at 6 years old or something like that. And she was touching herself and giving herself orgasms like with somebody. Not it was also her, Gabrielle, as well as Jada. And I don't think that anyone's ready or prepared for that. Yes, you have feelings. We all did. Shit, I had feelings. Anytime I used to see a sex scene, I used to be like, oh my God, I gotta pee so bad. And then I would go to the bathroom and no pee wouldn't come out. And I couldn't understand why I felt all this pressure. But it was up for me to discover that
Mhm.
about me, not for
Mhm.
anyone to expose me too much to it. Like,
Mhm.
damn, this we doing the most. I don't even know what that emoji was,
Okay.
young stunner. I don't
And
know
so
what that is.
I believe that children do have insight, but I believe that they're so young, they don't know how to express it and they don't know
Hmm.
what it is to express it.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
totally
mean?
agree.
So, for instance, I'm going to use a personal family member as an example. I have a cousin who's gay as the day is long, love him to death. When he was 4, the family knew, and that just is what it is. When he was 4, and when it wasn't like having a discussion and telling him, oh, you're going to be gay, or things like this, when
Okay.
you see it, you see the mannerisms, you see how he carries himself, like you're like, oh, I see this path, but never talked about it, never pushed anything on him, never like gave him dolls, never, never did anything that was, let's change this course because we see this is, he was just who he was even at that age. And at that age, he didn't know to like girls or to like boys. He just knew he was a kid. He didn't
Can
know.
I
You
ask a
know,
personal question as
yeah,
well?
yeah.
Um, who was he raised by?
He was raised primarily by his mom, but he had a stepfather though. So I mean, it was always a male in the
And
home.
his wife.
In
Okay.
his
Yeah,
home.
it was always a male in the home. Um, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I just know that
No, and you can see that.
that
I've seen
young,
it.
you know what I
I've
mean?
seen it too with
Yeah,
females as
adults we
well.
know, but that's my point. Like as adults, we around him, we could see. Oh, you know what I mean? He didn't know that at 4.
It's just a level.
You
I
gotta
still think,
understand it.
Yeah, he
yeah,
doesn't. He didn't know, and he didn't ask for anything that was feminine. He was just effeminate. He just was. He just
He was
was. From the
feminine.
time he could talk, he just was. But it wasn't. That's why I'm like, when you tell me, when we have this story, and the story is you knew at 3, or your child told you at 3. At 3,
They don't
my
know.
child is that's when they are most inquisitive. Their full senses are formed and they want to know about everything going on in the
hmm
world. I can't imagine a child saying, I want to be a boy or I want to be a girl. Or I've never, and I've been a preschool teacher, you guys. This is coming from 20 years of just knowing shit. I've never heard a child 2, 3, 4 say, I want to be another gender. I've
sex.
never heard. Now, have I seen little boys play with dolls? Yeah. Have I seen little girls play with trucks? Of course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Never have I heard a kid say, I want to put on this skirt, or I want to wear my hair long, or I've never. So I can't imagine that conversation at 3. I can't imagine at 3 telling your son to be, it's okay to be a girl. Now, once you get older, you've gone through puberty, you have these different feelings, different emotions. You need to have an understanding. Maybe, yeah, okay, let's sit down, let's talk about this. But at 3, I think that's a stretch. I think that's a stretch, and I think that they're
Big
cashing in on
stretch.
this story. I think that y'all got more than enough money that your child doesn't have to be the forefront of your lives and to keep you sustainable, because they're definitely making money off of this story.
Yes, they
Absolutely.
definitely are. Most certainly.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's exactly what they're doing. They pimping the shit out the story. Some things don't even need to be told. If he told y'all that at 3 years old, y'all don't need to expose that to the world. Why do we
Mhm.
feel the need to tell everything?
Mhm.
You know, and
Mhm.
that's my issue. We don't
Because
need to
people
tell
feel like they
everything. We
need
don't need
that
to see or show
validation.
everything. Certain things, if this is what you allow in your home, cool. However, you have to realize your influence
Yeah.
on everyone else around you. That is a responsibility. Realize the influence that you have. What you do in the privacy of your home. We don't need to know, but I don't need to know that he like Dwayne Wade like fingers up his butt like you love and say, oh, he like this. Nobody don't need to know that. That is some beta male shit anyway, but that's another topic. But at the end of the day, some things need to be private. Okay. And I'm not going to expose my kids like that. They're not going to be on the forefront of I barely post them. People like, do you have kids? Yes, I do. But I'm not, they don't need to be for what? Who needs to see them? Other than me and their daddy and everybody else who love them, that's like immediate. Who need to see them? Like, I don't know. This is, unless they're doing something, like if he was doing something creatively or he wanted to take another lane or another channel, and he's cooking or whatever it is, like creating something, and that's what you want to showcase because that's innocent. That's your innocence. That has nothing to do with sexuality. And I don't understand. Yeah, let me just digress real quick because I'm getting hot.
So we gotta get into this story though, you guys. There's so much going on, like I said, in the entertainment world. But while we wait for our guests and before we get this second half going, I want to jump into this story really quickly because the perspective, just would love to hear it. So the rapper, you guys, Bishop Nehru, I don't know if you all are familiar with him, but he tried heroin in his heroin addiction video. And so Bishop Nehru has been known for kind of having these type of shock tactics. But this one is major. The 25-year-old rapper, he's been best known for his collaborations with DJ Premier, and his video, again, his heroin addiction video just premiered on Tuesday the 17th. What do you all think about him?
Are we going to play the clip?
Oh, my bad. I didn't even see the screen. Apologize, you guys. Let's get into it. Let's see this.
I'm so scared to even see.
It may be years before he realizes or once admits to himself that he is indeed a junkie. He is in need of help.
We have the highs trying to find an escape. There's plenty lost in the race. Here's a dragon and chase. In the low, be straight. Come get close to the fate. In the very worst cases, we'll meet at the gates. Yeah, we have the highs trying to find an escape. There's plenty lost in the race. Here's a dragon and chase. In the low, be straight. Come get close to the fate. In the very worst cases, we'll meet at the gates. Yeah, surviving all the darkness while walking among carcasses. Maintaining my focus always seems to be the hardest shit. Guess that if we speak in pain, I'm dealing with a lot of it. Lies and broken promises of things my life encompasses. I swear today these fake is coming straight out of a comic strip. It's comical, but I know how it goes, so it don't get me pissed. Amidst all the chaos, you gotta act like it don't exist. My mind's under matter, spirit suffocating from the wrist. Trying to grab my goals from by the wrist, but I've been beaten down. Still I focus up with every miss, so I don't see the ground. Embracing faking a smile instead of leading with frowns. Unlocking new potential whenever I step to the mountains of success are on my checklist next. I came correct and didn't stretch, so I'ma get them obsessed. My pen to the test, addicted like a needle with flesh. I see through the best, and now I'm left cleaning the mess. This shit is stress. We have the highs trying to find an escape. There's plenty lost in the race. Here's a dragon and chase. In the low, be straight. Come get close to the bait. In the very worst cases, we'll meet at the gates. Yeah, we have the highs trying to find an escape. There's plenty lost in the race. Here's a dragon and chase. In the low, be straight. Come get close to the bait. In the very worst cases, we'll meet at the gates. Yeah.
At the same time, the law was taking a harsher look at the addict. Popular opinion began to swing back in his favor, recognizing that he was not just a criminal, but a sick person, a pathetic, tortured human being in need of help. I was using about over $100 a day. Everything I would get was to go through my arms.
Absolutely.
Please do not try this at home. So while there's no confirmation whether the heroin stunt was a legitimate cry for help or was it fake for marketing tactics.
What just happened? Wait.
Just to like, go ahead.
Who was this young man and what just happened?
So are you all familiar with MF Doom? So like, so MF Doom, hip hop head, underground, plenty of catalog huge, but never like big stage huge. Super dope ass rapper, very eclectic, very different. This is like his protege, so to speak. And so he toured with him. One of his albums had the Doom name in it. He went on tour with Wu-Tang. Like he's a young hip hop head that is like making major waves. And he does do a lot of shock value things. Not well known clearly but he's definitely a dope rapper. But this, I feel like this is so over the top. If this was real, let me put on my 20-year medical experience real fast. I'm still in the medical field, but I've been an EMT for 10 years, you guys. So heroin is literally the only drug that you are addicted to the first time you take it. You don't have to have it every week, every day, every month. The first time you ever try heroin, you're addicted. You have to go to a treatment center and detox for the addiction, taking it one time. And I can't imagine taking it for my career. I can't imagine taking it to add to production value. I can't imagine taking that type of risk. I hope that it's fake, although it looks very real. Everything that he experienced, what he was going through. I wish this brother was here to sit down and kind of chop it up with us and just tell us the why, the what, what's the purpose? What is it that you want to show us by doing this? Like, what is it that you want to show us? Like, there's been like no major explanation as to why or the what. And even the lyrics of the song don't give insight as to why you would do something like that.
Well, let me ask you this. Has anybody spoken to him or dealt with him after this was released?
Yeah, he has current pictures up. Him sitting down with Nas and working and doing other stuff. So album was released.
Maybe it was.
But is it possible to be a functional heroin addict? Is that possible?
That's a fair question. Yeah. Well, plenty of heroin addicts go to work every day.
Yeah, because I know one that I know one. And
plenty of them go to work every day.
I would have never thought, I don't even know why they felt so comfortable to even let me know that. Like, because it's not like we're friends or they're in my inner or any circle of that matter. It's more so work. And
wow.
I just couldn't understand. I was like, what? Like sharp dresser, suit, white guy, definitely not one of us. Never would have thought.
But you know what though? A lot of people don't even think about that part. It's more non-melanated who are on heroin
than anyone else. Yep.
When I was on the ambulance, you guys, I couldn't tell y'all how many people we picked up that was like sprawled out on their driveways or, just they wasn't in the house. I don't know why their ass is always outside, but they would be just sprawled out. And I mean, at that time I was in Charles County. We pulling up the mini mansions. They just got money to waste and they out here and that's what they doing. And it's funny, it's not important until it's them, but this, I don't even know where to go with it. I can't even talk about it because what was the purpose? Like there's been no other than him having
that was song. Too much. We
first of all, that shit. I haven't had something like give me an instant headache, heartbreak, and enrage at the same time in a very long time that didn't result in a death, right?
Yeah.
Because to me, this is the epitome of the living dead. Because what the fuck is wrong with us for us to even if you're trying to get a certain message across, there's no other. We're not even listening. I didn't even hear the song. I didn't even. I heard little bits and pieces, but I was so like, what the fuck? Because you are literally toxic motherfuckers like you. Like, you're talented and you're toxic. And this is the scariest thing that I have watched in a long time, because this shit, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
What was the point?
Like, who are you trying to like reach? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Why did it have to be so?
Exactly.
And you're influenced. I just talked about this was the most irresponsible.
This has been a hard show. Can we lighten this thing up?
We about to lighten it all the way up.
We need to go to the mix meeting and everything. Going to the mix.
Yes, I guess is in the building.
Yes,
you were real patient with us.
He's lit. I'm sorry. Like,
he's probably like, what the fuck?
Look, and I promise, like, I guess is a rapper. We're gonna get your take on this too. So before he comes in, though, we got to get a little bit of music. We got to get a man a proper intro as I adjust these lights over here. Never mind what I'm doing. Never mind what I'm doing. We're going to let DJ Stiletto do her thing real quick.
Solid 3 or 4 songs. You know, I'm going to mix it in. We'll see what comes of it. But
yes. And then up next, you guys, we have Baltimore rapper Test in the building. We're going to get DJ Stiletto going to take us out real quick. We will be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere. Test is live. We're going to have a good time. We see y'all in a minute.
Hey, DJ, Stiletto.
Exclusive. That's how you say it.
We in the building, we in the party, we in the We getting money, we getting cards, and we getting I got the hookah, who got the bottles, who got the Got a new bitch, got a new body, got a new He got that hush throat, yeah. But he got that good throat, and he pay that car note. But he can't stay hard though. Y'all know.
Yeah. Y'all know what it is. I'm DJ Stiletto, and we got a special guest in the building. This used to be one of my favorite songs when I used to go to the docks and they used to crank it. So shout out to Super DJ Big L. They used to always press it. Shout out Tessie. We gonna go ahead and get into an interview right after this. I gotta drop this. Let's go.
You drinking on lean, we call it that Waffle House. Your cargo 150, we call it spaceship. You drop that dope 2 times, we call it water whip. You rolling no kush, we call it that gasoline. That's what we call it. 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 Turn up. You rocking your diamonds, we call it satellite. You shooting no chopper, we call it like that light.
Yeah, bad yellow bitch, call her foreign. Import a body over water, talking Caribbean. That's a transfer. Yeah, that's what we call it. No, get it transferred. And then put some money on it. Call a play, call a bitch, call a shots, call me rich. Man, somebody call it my phone. Blocking numbers. Who the fuck is this? Everything's so faceless. Everybody's so anxious. Touch a bitch, no band-aid. Shit serve, no pancakes. I'm just going out for my fan base. If the car costs 150, so it's got a little hit, mama, you gon' get there. Energy, hey, diamonds on my neck. Cars in my chest. This what a nigga come on. Say you my nigga, I'ma be your killer. Nobody gonna play with you. I'm with you. Go against any nigga like fuck this girl. Get all third on beat. I put it in for you, I spin for you. Whatever you with, I'm with it. How you gonna cost a nigga?
Check, ladies. That's money back.
I've been my little ladies. I've been going.
Introducing.
Oh.
Yo, what's happening?
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Illustrate Radio.
How y'all doing?
Good. You making my neck heavy with that chain, bro.
I know. I'm like, look, my neck.
I'm just chilling.
Where are you tapping in from?
I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, in Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So welcome to Illustrate.
Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
We in DMV. What you mean?
Well, I'm just making sure everybody in the same place.
We up the street
You
from
do you
Baltimore.
mean
What you
literally?
mean?
Can I smoke?
By all means.
All right,
By all
great.
means. Are you gonna pass it?
Yeah, hell yeah, you get it first.
Yeah, hold on, wait, let me smoke it. Smoking with you.
So let's get right into it.
Yeah.
You out here doing some hot shit.
Thank you.
Definitely making some fantastic music. You're
Thank
super
you.
talented. Tell us a little bit about your journey from Baltimore to where you are now.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I mean, I've been doing music forever. Anybody that knows me, especially from the city, you know what I mean. I've done a lot of shit since a kid there, and helped a lot of other people we know today. You know what I'm saying? Do their thing. I actually own the I call it the biggest studio in Baltimore. You know what I mean? For the last 5 years, like a lot of people don't know, like Lil Baby go there, Lil Durk go there, Gunna and them was going there. Lil Baby did Close Friends, that song in my studio.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I might not be home, but I still have facilitated
Roots.
a way for other people to, still be able to make music at a super quality level, For those that rap know, like when you go to my studio, the sound that you get is like top-notch sound because the whole city recording on my template, so you know. So from to answer your question a little bit more in detail, like I've been doing this shit for a very long time. I've been running around with Future for the past like 12 to 15 years. So I learned a lot and been applying that shit to my journey, and just been moving. And I wind up in the what's this 2022. So like early like 2018, I wound up getting a girl pregnant overseas, right? And once I had my sons, I got twin sons. And once I left the States and went over, like I was still doing my music shit, but I was kind of trying to figure it out because obviously I'm on the other side of the world. I'm still trying to record, but I didn't know where the studio was, and I'm in another country. So I wound up really like, just establishing myself musically over there as well. And my shit took off. And once it took off, it's been up ever since, So now with that happening, it really made everybody in the States pay attention to me differently because when you come from being up under an icon like Future, people expect so much shit to just happen, not knowing like this shit all business, this music business. Like that's my family outside of music. Yeah, like we have a wonderful relationship. If you just in the public and you look, the first thing a nigga think, especially when they say, why this nigga Future ain't helping Test? Why he ain't doing it? But it's cause I'm not signed to Future no more. I'm independent. I own all my stuff.
I was gonna ask that. You taking all my questions, man.
I'm saying, but this the journey. She told me to spit the journey. Go ahead. Let me let you ask another question.
No. I want to hear about the journey. Continue.
Yeah, so like just that's really what a lot of people when they look at me, they know the free bands imprint, they know Future, they know this. So they look and they just this nigga's constantly got bigger and bigger, but he never did it. So it's like I understand how somebody, a fan or just people in the public, a critic or anybody that's just looking at some shit, they outside looking in, so they just see what they see.
Yeah.
Hear what they hear, know what they know. It's people that's like, yo, why you ain't got these songs with Future White, nigga? Because I'm in a whole nother country doing my own shit, selling out shows on my own. Like I don't need a song with Future, like you know what I mean, for me to be successful. You know what I'm saying? All I need is a nigga to support me in real life. You know what I mean? Not on camera or on Instagram or I don't, that don't matter to me because that's my real brother. That's my real family. I learned so much. I navigate the whole entire world from him allowing me to be with him all these years. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, he might not have been like, oh, does Test think Future should have did ABC, man? I don't think like that. That's what people want me to think like that, but I don't think like that because I tell you, like behind the scenes, everything is wonderful. I know most of all his children, his family, his mom, his dad, his brothers, his sister. I really know we family. So like for me, it's just I'm blessed to not ever view it like that because the world will try to make you hate a motherfucker. They'll try to point out all the flaws, but I always tell people the shit that I gained from being with Future, the world can't see. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for the world, So it's like, and I'm not one of them niggas to just be like, oh yeah, did this and that, or I just with Future. I'll be with that nigga for fucking 2 weeks straight and won't post one time with him because it's pointless to me. I don't see significance in that because what it does is it taints what I got going on because it makes people be like they start looking for that again. You know what I mean? You don't need to look for that. If you're looking for Tess, you need to look for Tess, not Future.
Yeah, not Future.
Not nobody else. Like, you know what I mean? Don't come, don't come hang, don't come hang with me because I be with him.
Yeah,
that's my family. That's my relationship, nigga. That's not yours. And that's not a rapper relationship. That man might call me and ask me what I think about a song he just put out. You know what I mean? Out the blue, like, what do you think about this? In a artist to artist manner, you know. So, the respect I got from him, it's like people don't see it because it's not in front of your face. You're not seeing him post me or be like this and that. Like, and at the end of the day, I've elevated myself by myself. So I really don't want no help. I don't, you know what I mean? I'd rather do this shit. If it comes genuinely, cool, so be it. But I'm winning. I'm turned up. You know what I mean?
I know. So with you being all turned up and going independent and everything, what advice could you give to somebody?
And I'm not, I want to be clear. I'm not like fully away from Future is my management. I still have management with him. Right. So, I shout out him. He got me 1,800 Tequila liquor deal last year, which I'm still, seeing royalties from an album we put out with that. Still getting some money. Like, you know what I mean? Like I still do a lot of shit with him, but it's solely based off what I do. And like I said, when he can come in and enhance it behind the scene, it's easy to do that. When it's up on Front Street, it's so much more logistics that got to happen when you're dealing with an artist of that magnitude. Like, this shit is business. That nigga signed to somebody too. So, you can't just make shit happen out of nowhere without having things, like laid out properly. And when people actually get in the music business, they know this. The fans and the followers and the consumers, their job is just to consume. So they think what they want.
Their job is to play their role.
Yeah, so they gonna say what they say, and we need them to say what they say because that's how this shit keep going.
I'm sorry, my son is sitting here like, so can you on with him right now? And I'm like,
let him say hi.
Why DeMar did the same thing? DeMar,
no, he's not. He's my little son. He's about to be 11, so he's not really the personable. What's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna watch it later. Like, oh, true. Like, he's that.
Yeah, that's lit. Well, tell her I said what up.
You hear that? All right, now get out. Okay. So going on a journey and being independent and everything, like, that's a really beautiful thing, and wanting to do that and everything that entails with it. What advice would you give to somebody who wants to go independently? Like, what are some things that you just got to have mentally, right, and financially, because people sometimes don't realize that it does take investing in yourself as well. So with those two things, like mentally and financially, what advice would you give them?
I answer the mentally part first. Basically, like, first of all, like, I always keep it real with questions like this. When people ask me like, "Yo, what advice would you give?" I feel like people, and this is no offense to anybody that ever gave advice when that question's asked, but I feel like most people, when someone said, goes to say, "What advice would you give?" Most artists really just say some shit that sounds cool. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, but with me, I'm a real motivator. Like, I don't know if y'all know, but I got a crazy Snapchat following. Like, my Snapchat following got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I get like 7 million views every single day on my Snap stories. See what I'm saying? So I got a crazy engagement. So I just said that to tell you that people ask me for advice all the time, right? So I've always been big on if a person is really going to ask you some sincere shit about what should I do with this, you got to give them a real ass answer. So 9 times out of 10, like, when people ask me questions, and I'm ready to get to the question right now, that mentally part, it's just like, it's simple. When you know you about to do anything in life big, you know this shit gonna come with a headache. You already know it's a lot they're gonna go into it. You got to learn this. You got to go through that trial and error, all these things. And anything we do in life is the same shit. So, like, mentally, if you know you're trying to go independent, you got to go ahead and think of all the shit you finna have to pay for. Anything that you ever wanted somebody else, though, you thought the label gonna buy the studio, the label gonna get this label. Nigga, that's you got to do this now. So mentally, you guys got to be strong-minded and believing in yourself. if you don't believe in yourself, which most artists don't, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Today's time, like a lot of these niggas don't believe in themselves. You tell a nigga go spend 10,000 in fucking Saks Fifth. Tell his ass spend 10,000 on the video. I bet he don't do it because he don't see the longevity in that. He don't think that he's gonna gain something from this. Despite the fact he'll gain nothing from being fresh. You know, so it's like, but niggas mental ain't right. They thinking the wrong way. So it's like that's just like a person that say they going to law school. How the fuck you going to law school? You keep hanging in the fucking trap. Your mental is not right. It don't work. You want to be an athlete, but you hang with these niggas. It don't work. You feel me? So it's like when you trying to go independent, I don't give a fuck what you doing. If you work for a car wash and now you say, nigga, I want my own car wash. You already know what's coming with it. Independent means you got to do this shit. So it's like I encourage people to do what works for them. So I'm not telling no nigga go independent because what if this motherfucker? When you're independent, you got to manage yourself.
Yeah,
you got to manage situations. You got to make decisions. You got to have some knowledge. You can't be fucking not have lacking knowledge. Talking about you independent. These motherfuckers, you can't count what's going on. You can't keep track. You ain't organized. So it's just like I encourage people to do what they're good at and what they're capable of. Some of these niggas need a fucking manager. Some of these niggas need to go to the label because you need to go learn some shit. Not everybody's ready to just jump out there and do this. Like y'all said, you got to invest in yourself. I spent over $300,000 since 2021, beginning of that, on my own shit, and I ain't the biggest rapper or nothing. So imagine that. Imagine what these other niggas is spending to be seen and keep exposing this shit. I'm on the independent level, running around this bitch. I'm selling likeness. I own a studio, so I'm selling time. I'm selling all this shit. These motherfuckers try to link me. They ain't paying me for features to get on a song because I'm the best rapper or the biggest rapper, although I am both of them to myself. But my point to y'all is these niggas paying me for my likeness, for my energy, for my resources, for the fact I wear this chain. They want to stand next to a nigga with some slick jewelry. Oh, they know he be with my favorite rapper. Whatever the fuck it is, they buying it. I'm selling it. You know? And that's what I learned. I learned how to monetize my situation. I got 64,000 followers on Instagram, but I know I make more money than a rapper with 1 million followers on there. I know I do. You understand? And I'm not throwing shade. I'm simply bold talking, but I'm telling people you can be doing the same shit. Motherfuckers sitting around waiting for people to, you don't got to do that. Like, it's 2022. You can do whatever you want to do in this motherfucker. You just got to have a plan and really stick to that shit. And that's what I did. And by me running around the world with Future all these years, being exposed to all these rich ass people, seeing all these celebrities and superstars, watching these same people that people love tell me, yo, you're a star, being confused of why are you not out? Like, I've watched this shit. I felt the energy. I felt it. So I'm like a sponge. I absorb all of it and I just turn into a monster and I just get in go mode, as I call it. And it's over with. I start bossing this shit. I'm the only nigga in the whole fucking history of America, rapper, that ever went to another country and completely not took it over in them words, but I'm fucking turned there. I make 50,000 pounds a month to 2 months in England before, just on features. If people don't know, 50,000 pounds is like 60-some thousand US dollars.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm independent.
Oh, we know.
So every feature I set that up. Every studio session they got paid for, I pay for that. Any fucking plane ride, any cameraman, anything. So it's like when niggas talking that independent shit, come on now, like people got to be prepared to just really work. I'm a real hard worker. I've been like this. It's just I wasn't getting paid for it for a long time, but now I'm it's coming in abundance. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming straight off me, off my know-how, my skill set, my finesse. My achievements that I have got, I use to my best of my ability. I'm gonna show you these tools. This jewelry, this shit is tools to me. I don't need this to get no girl. You know what I mean? I don't need this shit on to get no girl that I like. This shit is just to make niggas watch out because they was playing. That's why my chains ain't stopped playing with me. You feel me? I could have got this shit cost $200,000. I could have put Tess. Rest in peace, my mama. I could have put Brenda's baby, as I call myself. I could have put any of that. I put stop playing with me on $200,000. Nigga, watch out.
Well, listen, Mr. Don't Play With You.
Hey,
Stop playing with me. Like,
for real.
Real
Man,
quick.
I'm passionate about this shit, y'all.
Hey, and that is
I'm
beautiful.
loving it. I'm feeding
It
all
is
off your energy. I
beautiful.
love it.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
beautiful. So, with such a wealth of knowledge and 15 years in a game and starting from the very bottom to being where you are, going overseas, owning the biggest studio in Baltimore.
Yeah.
What has been, if you have one, because you probably got to sift through a lot of shit, but what has been, I guess, your most rewarding experience thus far, or the thing that is still like to heart to you? Was it opening the studio? Was it something else? What was it for you?
It was having my sons. My whole entire life changed when I had my kids. Because yeah, I remember I'm a person from Baltimore. I'm not from fucking England. So to think in my brain of, I know niggas that don't take care of their kids down the street. So I'm thinking, God damn, I gotta take 11-hour flights to go see my children. So it's just like, when I decided, because I remember as a man deciding, like, am I really about to be about this shit? And I remember when I said to myself, like, yeah, I'm about to be about it. I still didn't know if I was, but when it came down to it, you know what I'm saying? My whole life changed. And once I went over there and I seen my kids be born, it was over with. After that, that was the most rewarding thing, because I got rich after that. Cause just looking at my sons, I ain't gonna lie, when I had my sons, I only had like $7,000 to my name. I was basically broke, You pay bills twice with that shit, it's over with.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like, I remember this shit, and I remember that I wasn't scared though no more. When I seen my babies, I wasn't scared about no money. I was like, I'm finna do something.
I'm gonna do everything for them.
Yes, everything. So I built the studio. I did this, I did that. And then when I started that Snapchat, I was in England, and that's what they used. Their first platform. Niggas wake up in America and get on Instagram. In England, they wake up and go on Snapchat first. You know what I'm saying? First. That's the first thing. And everyone communicates with each other like that over there. So when I got there 3 years ago, they like, yo, what's your Snap? And I kept telling motherfuckers, oh, I'm on Instagram. And they like, oh, all right. So they got Instagram, but they don't really use it. They just really follow people on it and watch shit. So I'm a lot of people's like, oh, I don't got Instagram. I got Snap. So I'm like, let me download this shit. So I downloaded Snap. I started posting snaps and shit. And the next thing you know, I'm on everyone's explore page. See, this is thanks to Future putting me with the 1800 Tequila deal, which 1800 Tequila realized I make a Snapchat while I'm doing this contract with them. So they got the Snap verified. When that verified the Snap, that bitch was on every person since I created it in England. It was on every person's Explorer. So for a whole year straight, these people in England watching me like, what is this American nigga doing over here? They don't even know I'm with Future yet or nothing. They just watching me over here talk about, because I'm learning how to be in England. So it's funny to them. They're like, this American nigga out here. I'm learning how to be in England. It was funny to them at first, but they start realizing what I'm on. And man, that shit it just blew up. It just blew up. And the next thing you know, I caught a lot of traction there. Once I caught the traction, motherfuckers in the States is watching me. People in Baltimore where I'm from watching me. But that's when the journey began, because I started popping shit. Because I ran up the Snapchat and I had it to where it's over. Niggas started paying me to post them. So since I rap, niggas was like, yo, Tex, you should do promotion. And I remember I get real biased when people tell me to do shit. I get pissed off when people because I'm good at a lot, right? So motherfucker might see me manage the situation. Say, you'd be a real good manager. I was like, bitch, I'm a great artist. Fucking call me no manager. They force me to manage this shit. I mean, don't tell. Oh, you clean up good, motherfucker. I clean up good. That's it. Don't tell me I clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I will always, because I don't want. It's not that. It's just I work so hard at music and I'm very talented and I got so much to offer to the culture of music, period, that I feel like little Michael Jackson sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, just feel like I can, for real, because I turn up so many artists, the people we listen to today. I'm one of them niggas they call into the studio to get this shit together. You understand? So my point to y'all is like, I just be wanting to just make sure that whatever I'm doing, it's just like I'm on point with this shit to a level where it's like, motherfucker can learn from it. Because you gotta remember, like, a nigga come from all the way over there. I started Snapchat. I get to selling promo. I'm telling these niggas crazy money because I don't want to do it. So they're like, but I got all these followers and I'm engaged with them. So they like, yo, how much you want for the promo? I'm telling niggas crazy money, like $10,000. Do you know these motherfuckers started paying me? So what happened was once I got paid like twice, I said, hold the fuck up. So I really started figuring out like I'm telling y'all, to the point where like anything, like let's say I got a sweatsuit on that somebody fucking with. I get enough comments about it. I tell the person that's selling the sweatsuits, listen, yo, give me 5,000. I post this shit for 3 days straight with your link. I guarantee you're gonna make triple that. And I promise you, every time it was happening. So think about if you pay me $5K, but you just made 20, you about to pay me $5,000 every fucking other day.
Well, we all got a business, so y'all trying to put yourself.
Yeah, look. I'm like, hold up. You see my brain like this.
But you see what I'm telling you though. What I'm telling you, like when I tell you it's 2022, it ain't no limitation or elevation. People be fucking thinking like they got to do this and do. No, you don't. No, you don't. You just got to keep going at what you're doing. As soon as you do that, it's gonna work. I spent my whole fucking life in Baltimore helping so many people, artists, like, and there's no shade to nobody. I'm just saying that to say, if I'd have been worried about myself the whole time, I'd have been turned that shit up. It's just I was so focused on just trying to be a good person, and I'm such a caring nigga. So like I come across good artists. These niggas was older than me. Like y'all remember Smash, rest in peace to Smash. That was a good friend of mine. You know, he had the Bit Too Much For Me song. You're a bit too much for me. A lot of people don't know. I put that on the radio. I was a kid, but I had the relationships with Big L. You can ask Super DJ Big L. He'll tell y'all. I'm the one. Ask Pork Chop. Ask Squirrel Wild. I'm the little nigga. I bring that shit in there. You know what I mean? 100 Grand Man had a song called Wet Wet. I'm the one he got the beat from. A producer I was working with. You see what I'm saying? I've been doing this shit. I was a kid. I was in South Baltimore and Brooklyn in my studio selling crack and putting on for the city. That's what I was a child. These niggas know. Boss man. Ask the niggas. I was running around passing these niggas CDs out, wearing their t-shirts and shit. You understand? I've been doing this shit. I influenced so many people. Rest in peace, Lil Scooter. I'm on his first project he dropped.
Wow.
Because I mixed the whole album. Nobody knows that. I'm an audio engineer. Niggas don't know that. You know what I mean? That's why I'm telling you. So like, I done a lot of shit. You know what I mean? You know. So it's like, when I was a kid doing this shit. This way before I knew Future or anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I done sat around legends and just been around these people and been blessed and allowed to be in these places and spaces. But I've always treated them all like measurements though. I never was in there indulging. Like people say, yo, you've been everywhere. I know you love it. I said, I've never had fun in my life. Never. I've never been nowhere having fun. We in Jamaica. I'm not having fun. You know why? Because I'm learning how to book this motherfucking villa and what it takes to do that and how to manage this. I'm watching the workers. I'm learning what security detail do. I'm sitting with the managers. I'm at shows on tour eating with production crew because I'm interested on how the fuck this fire keep popping out the stage every time this nigga jump up and down. I'm trying to learn everything.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? So I didn't never have fun. I wasn't fucking bitches. I've been fucking bitches my whole life. I ain't got to go on tour to fuck no girls. I'm trying to learn. You know, these niggas want, oh, yo, what we doing? Shit, nigga, I ain't doing shit. I'm over here with the camera crew. These niggas, I'm about to get me a video out. These niggas, they fucking with me. Real talk. You feel me? Like, that's how I was. So that's why I'm a little monster with this shit. And today, you know, it's all a blessing because a lot of people don't know I can always keep a poker face and always smile and just appear to be, you know, just in good spirit. But man, I went through so much. You know what I'm saying? I lost my mom through all this shit. I went through so much shit. Federal indictments, all kind of stupid shit. Shit I ain't even wasn't involved in, but just because of my relationships with certain people, you know, like, so a nigga done been through shit that makes people quit, give up everything you can think of. So it's like, for me to go through so much shit, be so close to someone like, you know, that's the biggest artist today. That's what I call him. That's my nigga. He the biggest. You know what I'm saying? To never feel like, damn, I've been here, I've never gained. And then finally, it just happens. Whereas though all your hard work and all the times you paid attention are fucking paying off, and it feels great to just actually just be blessed. Like, it's a blessing. It feels amazing. Like, trust me, like, I can't even believe this shit every day. I'm like, this shit is crazy. Because I heard it for so many years, but still was a team player and still had good heart and good intention, and you know what I mean? And just always stuck to who I was. I ain't give a fuck about nothing. I remember when I was a little kid, People used to be like, oh, you sound like Lil Wayne and your song, you can't. They wasn't fucking with me. Now everybody like, oh, everybody sound like Tess. Lil Baby sound like Tess. These people sound. It ain't that Lil Baby ain't even know me when he start rapping. My point is, music is music. People sound how they sound, but now it's cool to just accept everything. You know, I've been rapping through all kind of times. Motherfuckers wasn't even trying to hear me when I was a kid on auto tune. You know, Jay-Z would
My
make a
man was
song
on
called Fuck
auto
All.
tune.
Jay-Z like fuck auto tune. You know, I'm a little nigga rapping on it. He made me get discouraged. I still kept going. Fuck it. Because I love Jay-Z. And when I heard that, it discouraged me. But you know, that's what I'm saying. Like in many aspects and ways, I've hurdled a lot of roadblocks. And my advice to people, man, mentally, financially, it's all the same thing when you being independent. It's like, yo, you gotta just know this shit is life. It's just like if you're trying to create a business, anything you want to do, ladies, if you're trying to fucking start, you do lashes, you do that, you know you gotta go get a salon, you know you gotta make the shit look nice, you know it's gotta be pretty, you know it's gotta be perfect, you know. So you get ready to get a fucking headache of finding this and ordering that and being mad it didn't come on time and all of that shit. That's what comes with being independent.
Facts.
Feel me? So, you know, I just like to give real advice, y'all, and tell people the truth. Motherfuckers be lying. Motherfuckers get on these platforms and just start saying anything.
Just say anything. You right.
No, that's love. That's love. You have a lot of
You
knowledge as
received
well
all of
too.
that.
I kind of don't want to even end the interview because I really have a question, but I know this question will take a long time. So I'll ask you offline. But wow, you definitely experienced a lot. This was a really well-rounded interview, and I'm glad that we had you on the show too.
Yeah, I'm happy I was able to jump on here, man. I made sure I set alarms and everything for this.
This is a time back in time because you know when L used to play, that's what they call it. They used to play that. We used to request that in the docs all the time.
Yeah,
Like, oh, go ahead and play
all
that.
the time.
Go ahead and play that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and play
See,
that.
back then that was a good time for music. It was just like it's crazy because like, you know, when I was dropping music with Future like that, it was in the beginning of his career, so it wasn't even like he was Future he is today. You know, so it's, you know, but at the end of the day, like all that shit led to today. So, you know, I'm grateful.
Nah, and the fact that you take something from everywhere, you said you never had fun in your life. And it's kind of crazy when I tell people that I like to go out and party, but when I'm at the party, I'm talking to I'm doing exactly what you said, like talking to the promoters, getting to know security, so you remember my face and all of that type of shit. So, and then seeing how we can network. Can I do red carpet at your next event? That type of shit. Like always trying to figure out a way to work your room and work your contacts and just work everything around you to your benefit as well. So that information is a lot of love in itself, you know.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? It's important to recognize these things. Like I told you, I'd be honest with myself. When motherfucker asked me that, I almost been like, hell yeah, nigga, I've been hurt. But I thought about it first and was like, man, I don't even remember half that shit. I've been all these places, can't even tell you shit about nothing.
I used to tour in the world, and I'll be like, man, the way how it used to go from one show off the stage, and then we had to go to the next place. I was like, damn, I didn't even get
so you don't even see.
Places. So,
you don't even see. Even when I'm on a tour bus, I don't know what the fuck happened outside. I'm in the back in the studio. I don't know. You know, I don't know if this bitch driving or parked. This nigga driving or parked.
That's bad.
What the fuck is that? Like, that's what I'm saying.
That's a fact.
I swear, yo.
Dang. So, yo, thank you for coming in. Thank you for chiming in with us and just keeping it all the way
100. Like this was a fire ass interview.
Yes, I hope any young artists that are out there listening, like paying attention and taking heed and just seeing how the dream can be achieved. Like I think that your path has just been amazing.
People gotta know, yo. Before we jump off, people gotta know though. Anybody, I don't give a fuck what it is you're doing. You gotta get up and leave. Like, can't be in the same area thinking you're gonna spread. Like,
doing the same thing.
Man, I'm just saying I want to go to New York. I need to get the fuck.
Yeah, just go. Nah, listen, because a lot of us don't be wanting to go. See, until something forces us. Sometimes the force is a good force. Sometimes it's a bad force. But what I'm trying to tell you is, think about any time you had to do something and you was like, oh, this shit cool. I really like this, but you ain't even think you liked it. You know what I mean? That's because you don't know. We grow up where we at. We just get comfortable. We've been, man, listen, get the fuck out of there. The world is the trap. I promise you.
Yeah.
The world is a trap. You leave that motherfucker and go somewhere else, you're gonna be a superstar somewhere else.
You don't know where
You can't be a superstar where you at. Tell me one superstar that be where they from. Nobody just does that. That's over.
Everybody leave.
It's impossible.
Everybody leaves.
You got to. These motherfuckers gonna kill you. You ain't finna give everybody your shit. So that's impossible. So you can take care of the whole hood. Look how many people we know take care of their whole hood and still get killed.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And that was going to be one of my questions too, like in the climate and all of that of today, and with everything that's going on. That's some great advice.
Yeah, for real, it's crazy, right? Like I don't care what you got going. You got it. Once you start moving in the right direction, do not look back. Because if you look back, you might trip. That's what happens every time. Keep going. There's nothing wrong with leaving where you from. That's always gonna be home. Technically, that's the right way to do it. Get the fuck out of there so you can come back there, build it up, and leave again.
But that's exactly what you're doing, and you're not even there. Sometimes you can even have that.
When you coming back to the
not be
city,
home.
when you coming to the city, when you doing this, I'm thinking, nigga, you're in my studio, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I put that there for you niggas, so you niggas could have that shit. Come do your thing and come be in a safe environment, a clean environment to give y'all niggas that experience of the studios around the world. Like, feel what I'm saying? Like, I could box that bitch up and record myself and pay the bills myself. I don't need nobody in that motherfucker pay no bill. You know? So it's like this shit's for the community of artists that are serious, that got a following and got traction. Of course, if you're an up and coming person, you brand new, you can go. But like, I'm really catering to people that is really chasing this shit, and that's what people lack. That's chasing. Everybody that's chasing lacks the support. They lack people to help them get the best shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I offer. And I leave it there wholeheartedly, and that's why I kept it open. I've been open for 5 years, and I plan to keep it there, And I ain't even been there. I don't even go there no more. I just watch it. I just watch the cameras on my phone all day and just check it out, make sure shit's cool, But I don't even go there. I've employed fucking 20 niggas from Baltimore overall. I had a staff of 20 before. Like, come on, I'm paying people rent and shit. I don't have to hire all these people.
Yeah.
They know that. You know what I mean? I'm hiring these niggas just so they can try to still pursue their dream and just stay the fuck out of trouble and get a little money while they doing it,
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
that's what.
Oh my God, that's so much love. We love you. We need more men like you.
Nah, for sure. Like I tell the truth because niggas need to be like this. That's how everybody gonna get ahead if everybody start respecting it. How the fuck you think all these other places got ahead? Because they was helping each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. This ain't the streets. Niggas be confusing the industry with the fucking streets. It's not the streets. This is music business, nigga. This is taxes. This is positions. This is responsibilities. This is deadlines. This is police. This is every fucking thing, nigga. This is the real world. Like, it's not the street. Motherfuckers, you got to get through your head. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't. This shit crazy how people go at it. It's like, but it ain't enough people telling the truth. Like, nah, nigga, this ain't the street. You don't do that. Do it like this. Don't fuck up your money. Don't say that. They won't pay. Now they ain't booking you. It's like nobody's doing it no more. Niggas ain't telling nobody shit. Just letting people just self-destruct.
Yeah, that needs to be your next song for real.
Yep.
That needs to be your next song.
That's for real.
For real. This ain't the street. Like, seriously. School these niggas real quick. But before
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Out of here, make sure you tell everybody where they can find you. Look, give these niggas your snap.
They'll find you in your music and everything else too.
Yeah, day to day, y'all can watch me on Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? At Test410. Same thing as my Instagram at Test410. And on all platforms, if you want to listen to music, just type in Test, T-E-S-T, and all my shit gonna come up. I'm about to drop a video tomorrow, matter of fact. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got shit coming all the time. 24/7.
I'm about to drop a video tomorrow, matter of fact. But yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna tell us the video.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. When I drop shit, I'm not into all that preview or build up the suspense. I don't even believe in that shit. I believe that in today's time, you just gotta slap motherfuckers the first time, bow, right there and put it there. So it's like I ain't even warning nobody about nothing no more. This shit is dropping, you know what I mean? Because when you do all that long drawn out, it's cool. It makes people be like, oh, did you hear such a? But the first thing you want to do when you hear any of this shit, you want to see this shit. It's like, wait, it's out? Niggas like, no. You like, oh man, why the fuck you even tell me that? See what I'm saying? That's how people really be reacting, but people don't be measuring like that. They be, oh, we just gonna keep this. But nigga, this ain't no movie. This music. You don't got this ain't Spider-Man 5. We ain't gotta run no preview for 2 months. This a feeling. This bitch better drop this shit now. Tell them it's out now. Watch what happens. And every time it's way more colossal of a reaction for me. So I just give it motherfuckers to it right now. And this is one of their favorite songs off my album Go Mode that I just dropped back in I don't even know when I dropped it, like 2 months ago, maybe. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, it's been out about 2 months, and it's a song called "Make Me No Difference," and the video is crazy. And I'm dropping that bitch tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? 1 p.m. 1 p.m. American time, 5 p.m. UK time, because you know I got fans over there too.
Nice.
We love it.
So, you know, I'm telling y'all, watch. You're gonna see it on the gram. Make sure y'all tap, man. The video.
Of course, I'm gonna tap in with all that stuff, but you gotta make sure that you keep us tapped in. So you know, if we have it down in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. You appreciate
it. If y'all
you had a whole
anywhere
behind you. You had a whole garden
anywhere
behind
in the
you.
world. Anywhere in the world I'm at, if you see me, listen, I'm a real nigga. You can call me and all that. I answer the phone for you from a baby mama. She know what's up with me. I got a lot of friends, a lot of people I fucking care for. And one thing about me, that's why I get blessed, yo. Cause I take care of everybody. Like I'm in my hotel room right now with 3 of my niggas from England. You know what I mean? We in here just kicking shit, but I'm anything they need to do, they ain't even gotta ask me. But nigga, think about it, I'm gonna fix it for them. You know what I mean? But guess what God finna do after that? Give me $250,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
$250,000, all hundreds. I swear to God, I can't make this shit up. Just come out and know niggas like, y'all, man, this nigga want to pay you for this. I be getting paid. These niggas be thinking I sell drugs. They like, what's going on? This nigga. I told these niggas I'm selling likeness, nigga. Y'all tripping. You got to monetize this shit.
Yeah, you just gave some inspiration like shit.
I could talk to y'all forever. We got enough off here.
I know. Definitely have to bring you back on. And look, we got to do a whole hour. Our producer hates it. Don't care. We got to do it.
Yeah, we're doing a whole hour. Because I really wanted to pick your brain. You're very. I love your energy. You're right. You are definitely selling that like this. You making $1 million off of that shit every time. That shit gold. You know what I'm saying?
Every
so
time.
definitely sticking hold on to that. And we can't wait to have you back on the show.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Everybody stay blessed. I'm truly thankful that y'all reached out.
Thank you for coming on.
Really appreciate it.
Shout out to T Gray, because if she ain't
posted,
it would have got confirmed. So shout out to T Gray.
But see, that's how y'all know I'm 1,000. That's how y'all know I'm 1,000.
I had reposted the joke, and then he hit my DM, and it was like, "Hey," I was like, "Hello." Okay,
hey,
because you know I be doing so much shit, man.
In my DM, and I was like, he is serious about this right now.
That's love. That is
not
love.
Playing.
We appreciate that.
I'm not playing. You know, it's crazy. I said they probably think I'm bullshit. They think I'm gonna be late. They think
and
this,
we did.
I already know, because everybody think different about me until we actually encounter.
When she said he hit me in my DM for the link, I was like, yeah, that's
listen. And I didn't even tell them that you left a whole voice message. No, I didn't say that. But I knew you were serious. I knew you wasn't gonna miss this shit when I heard the voice message. He'll be there.
I set alarms on all of my phones and everything. I made sure.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Again, we definitely look forward to having you on again. Definitely appreciate all the energy and everything that you just laid out for us. Super motivational. Yeah, I feel like you missed one of your calls. One of your calls.
Look, we ain't gonna stay because we know you don't like to be told what to do.
No. Look, you definitely right. I just told you you know why I'm good at a lot of shit, because I'm totally genuine about it. Like, I'm truly a person, right, that if I'm wrong, I won't talk. Like, I'm not a nigga that will excuse a bad action of mine. Like, if you're like, Tess, why you do that and I fucked up, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, I didn't do that. And I just shut up. I'm wrong. I'm gonna tell you I'm wrong, and I'm gonna accept my flaw. Like, I'm really one of them niggas, so it's like, but I don't, people don't be knowing that. So like, it's easy for me to be genuine with people, and just that's why I come across so strong. But I'm just now learning this shit. I've been like this my whole life. I used to wonder, like, why the fuck everybody fuck with me? You know what I mean? But it was just because of my energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm selling that shit. You know what I'm saying? I give it away to who deserve it, but the mother motherfuckers got to buy this. You know. I mean, we charge. Y'all got to charge too.
I love Charles too. I love.
Oh Lord, that brings it back around to your blessing not being a curse. Goddamn. Yes, right before you start being too much, charge them niggas. I got that.
Yeah, nah, I'm just saying, I'm not even money. Sometimes people got to pay you in time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes people got to pay you in knowledge and advice. Yeah, niggas got to pay. I mean, that's what this life about, making sure everybody can pay. So that's why we got to push each other, so motherfuckers got money. You know what I mean? That's it. It's easy. I'm telling you, like, shit's super easy, man. Don't worry, we're gonna reconnect. We're gonna pick up where we left off.
Oh yeah, we definitely could. I'm loving everything about it. I'm about to hit you on your DM right now. So I love it.
I don't even want to get out of here, but I gotta look. But we gotta go.
Yo, we gotta go. Look,
I'm about to change. I'm about to change. I'm about to change and goddamn hit the club, y'all.
Yeah,
I will enjoy it. Go ahead and get that work in. Now you can have some fun.
I appreciate y'all though for sure. You heard me.
Thank you. Likewise.
That's test 410. Y'all make sure y'all look out for that video dropping tomorrow at 1:00 p.m.
Tomorrow, 1 p.m.
and 5 p.m. in the England time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you on point, y'all. You on point.
Get it.
Alrighty.
Get it, you
hey,
guys.
ladies, thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
We'll be
Bye-bye.
right back here, you guys, next week, Wednesday. Y'all already know what it is. Illustrate Radio. Make sure you get on that Roku. Download that 7 on demand. Because if you just missed this shit,
you missed the whole jewel.
Run it back. Excuse this little cough that's going on. Okay,
that was love.
Sorry.
Look, I did a little yawn too. Because I let my body sleep, but my mind up.
There it is.
My body was like,
yeah, I can't.
All right, y'all. We will see you again next week. Same time, same place. See y'all later.
Everybody. I was born by the river. I was shaking that ass, bending over, popping pussy. I was making that cat. Bring that ass here, boy.